Hi, it's what time is that? Well, I ended the live stream about 36 hours ago. That's cool. Yeah, so we'll talk about resolutions and what's the term? False promises? I don't know. It's really awkward. So, I've seen a lot of people posting because it's been 36 hours. I had a whole dang day to watch people, you know, put out resolutions, new year, new me, and then basically have an open-ended guide or, desire. They don't know what they're doing. They're just, okay, so cool. um, and it's just like, and then there's all the people that like they don't necessarily like one of their resolutions is like support your artist friends. And I'm like, well, first of all, you forgot the word struggling in there. It's implied, but not necessarily that. First of all, you have to figure out who's struggling, because I guarantee you, PewDiePie, Grace Helbig, not struggling. Jacksepticeye, not struggling. Banksy, we don't even know who Banksy is, but Robert De Niro, Tom Holland, not not struggling. So does that mean you go watch like every C rated, I mean, I want to say B rated, but like C rated sci fi original film horror flick? Because this is the first time this person's ever been acting and they have a really weirdly shot death scene because the cinematographer is also the first movie. Like, you go watch that stuff. I mean, if you watch it, it counts as a view. So much like on YouTube. Um, and then again, like, what's struggling on YouTube? Is 12,000 subscribers struggling? Well, I guarantee you 200 feels like struggling. And then you get up to 800, you're like, wow, I have 4 times as many. And then you're like, oh, but you're still under 1,000. You start looking at that number, and then you're like, oh, 12,700. Is that struggling? Well, you look at these other people and they've got like 36,000 or 100,000 and they've got that little award. You're like, well, okay. Maybe I am still struggling. I don't have the award, you know? And it's sort of like, or like rappers on SoundCloud. Like everyone starts up, they're like, yeah, I got a little microphone set up and I record videos and, put a little beat in the background while they rap, and they mumble rap because because they don't know where to put the microphone. It's an art. Moves on to the next, and so like if they only have 100 listens in a month on SoundCloud, I'm not sure if this is a thing. I don't know. I haven't really been on that website. But yeah, 100 playbacks, and that increases by about a month. Is that struggling? Do you need 10,000 on one song? I don't know. I have one video over 1 million. I consider it successful. There's a handful of others that are somewhere in the hundreds of thousands. But the general bulk of my videos barely pass a couple, like 100. My daily vlogs just barely do anything. So I consider myself struggling because I'm not popular. Am I an artist? Well, that's all awkward. Artistry is a weird thing. I mean, unless you're doing absolute math and trial and error and, adding in 5 cc's to a 50 cc solution to see what the thing, that's science and then math. But like if you're trying to figure out how to frame something so that people aren't staring at a messy kitchen or being able to watch a clock in the background, is that art or is that science? It gets awkward. A lot of people think artists are singers, painters, writers, that stuff, but cinematography is even though it ends with like photography. I mean, photography is an art. Cinematography is just motion art, you know. So that's that. But maybe people don't consider you an artist. Let alone do they consider you struggling because 12,000 subscribers. I'm just using mine because I know the numbers off the top of my head. Well, that's not struggling. I don't need to worry about that. Or it's not art, so you're not considered an artist because you deal with computers. And you aren't making a product that's stationary to an extent like CGI or whatnot. You're just doing stuff. And then there's struggling artist friends. First of all, does the person even consider you a friend? The whole thing about this is like, with resolutions, they're like, hey, support your friends. You should be supporting your friends. We shouldn't have to be saying this, And the fact is, like, especially on YouTube, people have to be like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell. They have to keep reminding people of doing this. It's a little, it's draining to constantly be thinking and assuming that folks are not using YouTube in a activated fashion, that they're just sort of click next video. Like, I know how all the various things works. I know what likes do. Even if you dislike a video, it counts as a like. In terms of the algorithm, it counts because it's an interaction. A comment is, I think, weighted a little bit more, so comments work. But hi, and then never responding to me saying, hi, how are you? That's a bit awkward, but, whatever. And that's why that one video's gotten really successful, is because, well, if you look deep into those comments, there's a lot of homo haters. Hey, is he gay? And then, like, the away uniform for the Pitbulls has that poster in the background. And people are like, did you guys read that poster in the background? I'm just like, please go back to, like, a comment from 3 years ago. Somebody found it. But it's just like this, the same comments over and over. And that's why those videos get successful. And so, yeah. Other people say, well, yeah, like, you have a full-time job. Social media is hard. Social media is reactive. You do something, but if nothing happens back, there's not really much for you to do. So you just keep shouting into the ether. So, like, support your artist friends as a resolution of just like, yeah, I'm going to lose weight. You going to work out? Maybe. I signed up for a gym. Support your artist friends. I subscribe to your YouTube channel. Do you watch my videos? No, I don't have time. Yeah. I follow you on Tumblr. Do you share or like any of my work? I don't really get on there. It's like, it's more of an active process, folks. Support your artist friends is not putting a link out for your friend's burgeoning mumble rapping SoundCloud. Not everyone's going to see it. And that's one of my resolutions, is to be a little bit more adamant about putting stuff on social media, such as videos, especially if they're pertinent to, like, certain crowds, and utilizing hashtags. But I got to get the camera back so I can get back into the swing of things. Because, hopefully now that the Holiday days are over, the repair service at MediaMarkt, or no, they have to ship it off to whoever made that camera. They're probably just going to replace it. It's so broken, but still under warranty. They'll be like, here's a new one. And thus I'm going to lose the footage that was on there. I mean, if they could fix it and I get all that footage on there, but I'm just going to wind up recording that tomorrow. All my sports gear and stuff is on the bed in there. I'm just going to record it tomorrow, or even when I get home from the gym. But yeah, that's that. Resolutions these days are just like, meh. Support your artist friends. Meh. I subscribed, I think, I would check on the phone, but I can't right now, at least 300 channels. I got to go through and probably clear out the ones that haven't uploaded video in 3 years. And I've subscribed to numerous, guys that, like, put out their own football suit-up videos, and it's a terrible video because it's, like, on the ground looking straight up at the thing, and they're like, hey guys, and it's a vertical video, and you're like, you're gonna have to learn the art of camera filming, camera making, camera arting, chemistry. I forgot the word. Damn it. Cinematography?